Ready? Let's go. Hello. Hello. Okay. Oh. Okay. Quit game. Yes. Yes. We can quit game now. So I'm gonna walk you guys through what I've been up to. First I gotta change the category though. What's the category again? I always forget. Development. Software and game development. There we go. Do that. Do that. And then... reset the category. And we do one of those. And we do one of these. Done, done, done. Ta-da. Okay, now I cough. Some hypertext markup language. I believe it's like a Python derivative, actually. Actually, I think you'll find... Be sure not to overexert. Take care of yourself too. Yeah, no worries. Don't worry. If I like when last time I was streaming, I could feel my voice starting to feel like itchy, and then it started to hurt, and I was like, okay. So if it starts doing that again, then I'll stop. But while I'm just chilling, I'm just chilling. I really looked at Python. It's pretty good. This is RenPy though. This is not like Python proper. Hi, Steam Darrow. How are you doing? Happy Halloween. Let me just put out a tweet or two. Oh, man, I've still got those alien jitters. Yeah. Yeah, not the alien jitters. Oh my goodness. Let me grab... I have a version of this that doesn't have the number on it. I guess not. Well, I could just take a screenshot with you guys. That's not too bad. Let me make this full screen and then let me launch this real quick. Okay. Why is it like flickering? Don't do that. Oh dear. Can I screen grab from this, please? Oh, it doesn't like it from... Why you like this? It doesn't like it when I try to screen grab from OBS. For some reason it goes, no. No, I don't like that. Don't screen grab me, bro. It's not cool. It's not fun. Just got home from work. What's this about Python? I'm gonna show you guys my the game dev progress. I just want to put out a couple of tweets. They say, get on in here if this is what you want, because this is what you're getting. Dun, dun, dun. And then we go link, and then we go twitch.tv with this, and then we paste this into a new post over there, and we grab the text and we do exactly the same thing. Yeah, let's go, because now I have to cross post to Blue Sky all the time. Boop. Boop. I haven't looked at RenPy code before, but I've coded a lot in Python. I don't imagine it's that different. It's like a class-based thing, which is like, you know, it is what it is. I don't mind it. I find it to be pretty intuitive, which is nice. Which is very nice. Okay, all right. So, I guess, hang on. First of all, let me quit out of this for a second because I'm gonna walk you through the code first. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through this in a nice leisurely stroll down. What would you even call that? Nice leisurely stroll down Anzu's scuffed code lane. I can be real big now because we're not playing video game anymore. We've got ads coming in 5 minutes as well. When the ads run, I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to go and grab a snack because my tummy is making the rumblies that only hands can satisfy. I'm all out of hands though, so I'm going to have some toast. Break time. Yes, break time starts in 3 minutes. But before that, let's just walk down through a little bit of stuff. So in Ren'Py, you have to define a bunch of stuff and tell it where to find images. These images here, you can just read the path name to see what it is. We've got Anzu neutral, Anzu Angie, scientist neutral, scientist scared left because he switches sides. Soldier neutral and soldier neutral again, but with a slightly different tag. Because I think the way that Ren'Py likes to do things is that if I call like soldier N for the first soldier, even though he has like he's a different character, right? The characters that are defined here. So they've got soldier and soldier 2. Even though they're different characters, if I say like call soldier N, it'll call like the instance of soldier N, right? So I needed to put a different one so that I could have 2 on the screen at the same time, because otherwise it didn't like that very much. Again, backgrounds, right? Tell it where to find the backgrounds. We've got 3 right now. Hang on, I'm gonna take a sip because I can feel my throat kind of getting dry. I'm just gonna quickly run this through you guys. Now, this down here, image flash, as you can see, it's red. Alpha to 0, linear 0.45, alpha to 2, linear 0.45, alpha to 0, repeat. What this does is that it overlays a like red color on the screen, and it will slowly flash in and out, like back and forth, between like alpha of 0 and alpha of 2. So it's just a very gentle like red flashing over the screen. Ren'Py allows spaces in variable names. Yeah. It does. which you would think is weird, and kind of is, I guess, but it works. It works. So yeah, this is not technically where the game starts. This is actually technically where the game starts, because it'll go through script first, right? So label start, jump to level 1 laboratory script, which is this whole thing. Eventually I'm gonna move this stuff over into the script, but while I'm purely working in this particular script, I'm gonna leave it in here. Happy Halloween, Lucky! How are you doing? Yes, Alien Isolation was good. We got past the alien in the hospital, which is apparently the hardest part. I got lost though. I couldn't find a key card. I looked everywhere. He even went back up into the ceiling and I still couldn't find it. Wonder how they get that to work with the interpreter. You know what? I don't know. You could probably Google it and find out. If you do find out, let me know. But I don't know. The hashtag it just works. Hashtag it just works. Okay, stinky ads have started, so we'll leave this here. Actually, I'm gonna leave it up here so that I don't spoil the script for you guys. I'm gonna run upstairs and grab a snack real quick. So, BRB. Yes, my husband did an oopsie. Oopsie daisies. Well, to be fair, in his defense, I did kind of forget to mention that I had put them in a cupboard. I did forget to mention that I had put them in a cupboard because I wanted to hide them from our children. Can I heat up the oven for pizza? Oh, I want pizza. I want pizza. Toast is so good. Toast is so excellent. Let me double check. That's all good. That's all good. Alright, cool. So, you know what? I'm just gonna show you. I'm just gonna show you. We'll do a little playthrough. Okay? Now, do keep in mind, a lot of this is placeholder dialogue. Okay? A lot of this is really stupid because I'm just getting the like story beats down. These are not this is not final dialogue. Okay? This is just me fleshing it out. I remember when my mom did that once, but her and my stepdad forgot until they found me digging in it the next day. We've left his candy bag out, so if he wakes up in the morning, he can just go and dig in it. It's fine. Because there's no school tomorrow for him. So this is fine. Alright? Let's go. All systems reporting typical function. This is the description of the room. I put this in here so that later I can come back and find the brackets and be like, okay, type out the description of the room. Oxygen check. Subject 72. Success. Huh? What is this? Body temperature 98 degrees Fahrenheit, 37 degrees Celsius. Put that one in there for you guys. A wink. Why are all these people here? This is a description of what the scientist sees. We do weapons research. Why? This is a description of the scientist pushing buttons and messing around with stuff that he's not supposed to. Heart rate 75. Error. Heart rate 83. Error. Heart rate 97. Error. Huh? Wait. Error. Beginning stasis fluid evacuation of subject 72. This is a description of the lights beginning to flash and the tank emptying. Also, the siren goes off. Error. Security breach. Wait. Beginning transfer of subject 72. Huh? This is a description of Anzu exiting the tank. We get a description of her as well as the panic the scientist feels. This is me. Hi, chat. Hi. Hang on, let me shrink down. Hello. Hello, hi. Yeah. Hello, hi, chat. How are you? Are you okay? This is a description of the scientist helping Anzu up from the tube's exit. She is wet from goo. Maybe he gives her a scientist coat? That'd be kind of cute. Ugh. We have to get you out of here. Who are you? Where are you from? How'd you get here? What's with the tail? Anzu, and why so many questions? You have a tail too! He does, actually. Hang on, my big head's in the way. He has a little tail. Since I haven't cast any of these yet, I'm just kind of placeholdering in people that I know. This is Vex. Oh, right. Sorry. Where am I? Did you do this? No, I mean, yes. I let you out, kind of. It was a bit of an accident. Well, thank you. What is this place? Wait, don't you work here? Why did you let me out? The alarm's going off. We need to get you out of here. Boom. Oh no. Get on the floor! Wah! And then he comes over here. Hey, you leave him alone! He said get on the floor! Let me deal with these bozos. Alright, chat, what are we doing? Tell me your secrets. Let me know, what do you want to do? If you have me up in your second monitor, make sure you open the chat and tell me what you want. Save, knock him out, spare. Alright. So far, so good. You guys are very nice. Become kind. That milk porch coming in. Kill him. I feel like the longer I let you guys decide, the more 50-50 it's gonna be. Why do you guys have such a way of doing that? What would you do? Let the body hit the floor. I would probably... Well, I don't know. They are threatening me with guns. Non-violently fight everyone here. just like in Cult of the Lamb when we had our like elderly fights. Okay, I think most people said spare, so we're gonna spare him. Bang, pow, bang, 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 bork, bork. Wow. Thanks. Hey, so I think you should have this. The scientist pulls out a leather collar from inside his lab coat. Without hesitation, Anzu grabs it and puts it on. It's brown and blue, with a small game controller-shaped charm on it. Wow, Anzu smiles and strikes a pose. Does it suit me? Yeah, it does. Maybe I should go. Yeah. If you head down the hallway and take the first left, then 2 rights, then take the elevator to the 11th floor, and then take another right. I'm gonna stop you right there. You're gonna have to write this down. Ah. The scientist quickly scribbles down the instructions on a nearby notepad and tears off the page. Here. Thank you. Really. For everything. You're welcome. Bye. What? More of these guys? What are we gonna do, chat? What are we gonna do? Now, I will say I have not written the responses for choosing a bean yet, so it will just say like option 4 or option 2 or whatever. They have wife and kids. If you kill, then they receive life insurance. If you spare, they go unemployed and starve. Oh my god, Melforge. What the heck? That's so dark. That's so dark. What the heck? Spare, choose a bean. Bean. I'm seeing many beans. Press is the only one who wants to spare him this time. Everybody wants to eat the beans. See, this is what I anticipated. I was like, you guys are gonna want to eat the beans. You guys aren't gonna want to spare him twice. You're gonna want to eat the beans. Bean, 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 bean. Okay, what option are we gonna get? Option 4! I think it favors option 4, to be honest with you. What the hell belly heckin' yuck is this? Anzu follows the instructions on the paper and finds her way out. Yeah, you got out of the lab. That's the entirety of the game right now. Ah! Why did they like explode on the screen? What the heck? Melforge, thank you for the bean boozle. That's it. That's the whole game right now. That ending, I just kind of like wrote in there real quick. What was that pop-up? You guys see that? What was that? Hi, Simply a Fish. May I ask what is happening? We are writing my lore video game. VTubers usually have like a lore video, but instead I'm making mine a lore video game. Game of the year? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So that basically is just the intro sequence. That's just like it's gonna be like the tutorial. It's gonna be like the introduction to like the characters, to kind of like the setting. When you actually exit the facility, obviously there's gonna be a lot more descriptions in there, right? I've like kind of condensed the descriptions down a lot. A, because I don't want to spoil this for you guys before we play it for the first time, and B, because I don't want to have to skip through a bunch of stuff for testing purposes, right? So for now, I just want the descriptions to be like mildly accurate. Like they don't have to be spot on, basically. Thank you, Chai. Thank you. I do my best. Still a better ending than Shadowlands. Oh my god, Shadow, how are you? What language are you using? This is the like visual novel coding language RenPy. Well, it's like the engine is RenPy. It uses a modified version of Python. Walk through the code? I will. So now that you guys have seen it, just let me do a heckin' cough. Alright, so first of all, some of you who are programmers or who have done a little bit of programming, you might know of the term programmer art, right? Which is when a programmer needs a piece of art, and so they go in and make basically the most gray box thing that you can make. It's not aesthetically pleasing. It's not actual like thought of artistically. It's basically just a placeholder that does the function, right? Sometimes programmers make entire games using programmer art, but it's mostly kind of like geometric stuff or stuff that doesn't require a lot of like artistic talent, right? Exactly, Press, exactly. So that's programmer art. This is art programming, okay? I am an artist. I am not a programmer. Say it with me, chat. Anzu is not a programmer. My programming will be scuffed. Okay? This is like the programmer art, but in reverse. My programming will have bad syntax. My programming will have unnecessary stuff in it. Okay. No, Simply Fish. No, the other way. No, Press, what are you doing? Python is great. I do like Python, actually. In film visual effects, it's the tennis ball of gray boxes. Yeah, well, this is like programming gray boxes, basically. So what we do in the beginning, here's our label. This is like basically our level, right? What a label is basically, it contains a bunch of other code that tells the game what to load in, what to say, where to go next, basically, okay? I'm gonna try not to strain my voice too much, but I might do it inadvertently. So, scene, BG1. Scene is like a layer in the background. BG1 is this up here. It's the lab BG. So we've loaded in the background. Okay. These are lines of dialogue. These ones without any like defining property before them is just like text that will appear on the screen. Nobody's saying it. It's like descriptive text or, you know, just like general other text, right? If you're able to write a program, you're a programmer. Nah! When I ask what your opinions are on feedback, would you like suggestions to improve your code, fix potential errors, or would you like to figure it out yourself? Both options are completely fine. I don't mind feedback. So long as it is constructive and like not somebody coming in here just being like, wow, this code is so shitty. Wow, you're bad programmer, bad. Right? As long as it's like, oh, by the way, like line 79, you can do this thing if you want. Right? That's fine. That's fine. I'm always down for feedback. It's like with animation, because animation is my day job. You have to be able to take criticism and you have to be able to take constructive feedback. That's like 50% of my job. Anzu is a programmer merch when? I'll think about it. I'll think about it. We'll finish the game first, and then maybe that will be our game launch merch. Amarans, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. You're officially a good bean. I do apologize to all of our new people. My voice doesn't usually sound like this. I was sick for 2 weeks, and my voice has not yet recovered. So here we are. I feel fine. I just don't sound good. Wow, this code is so amazing. Good programmer. Great. Shut up. I teach myself most things. I did go to school for game design, but it was for art. And it was mostly just to learn how to 3D model. Beginner programmer, which means you are a programmer? Shit. Fuck. No. Okay, so here we have the computer. This is defined up here. Computer is a character. Their name appears as computer terminal. Right, here we have nameless. Character appears with that as their name. Then we have Anzu, scientist, soldier, blah, blah, blah. Now this here basically tells the game to put quotation marks around their text. So if I go down here, these have quotation marks around it, but in the game, it's not going to have quotation marks around it. This has quotation marks around it as well. And this will have quotation marks around it in the game because it's being said by computer. And, well, actually, sorry. Not that one. Computer doesn't have it, but scientist has it. Right? Come up here. Scientist has the what prefix, the what suffix. Right? Now, scientist and soldier also have this who exposition, right? Thank you for the follow, Simply a Fish, welcome in. So the exposition is 900, which puts them on the right side of the screen. right? So all of Anzu's text appears on the left side, and then all of these guys' text appears on the right side. Anzu will always be on the left because she's the main character, and then all the supporting characters will appear here. Unless for some reason they have to move over. Like if we have like 4 characters in a scene or something, then there will be one either side. And that's why here, Scientist has his scared PNG and then his scared left PNG, because I had to like flip it so that he could be on the other side. Stream Elements is a snitch. Don't worry, don't worry. No judgment here. I want to learn programming? Do it. Do it, do it, do it. This is actually a really easy way to learn. It is a little bit specific because it's using RenPy, but I feel like it gives you enough basic knowledge and enough of a big what do you call it? Enough of a big user base almost. Like if I can Google something really specific, and there's probably somebody who's attempted to do it before, right? Like if I was to Google how to build an RPG system in RenPy, I can guarantee you there will be multiple hits for that. If I would Googled like how to make the text fly across the screen and then whatever, somebody's done that. Up here you can see, thank you to Python for this code from the Limitoff forums. This is not my code. Okay, this is code that I yoinked from somebody on a forum. Because it does exactly what I need it to do, and it's not that complicated. So the problem with I did try to do this by myself, by the way. Everything I do, I try to do by myself first, and then if I can't figure it out, then I look it up. And if I really can't figure it out, and there is code to be yoinked, I will yoink some code, right? But I always try to leave a note to remind myself, as well as to give credit to whoever wrote it, because it's not me. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I tried to do this by myself, but the problem that I was encountering is that it was not on the correct layer. So it was like flashing behind characters and stuff, and that's not what I wanted. So in here, I think... Right. In here, I had to define the config layer. So there's master, top layer, transient screens, and overlay. And then this image flash, when it comes up, is on the top layer. Right? So if I go back in here, so there's the master layer, which has most things. Then there's the top layer, transient screens, and overlay. Transient screens and overlay are all for transitions, which happen on top of like everything else. So the master layer is like the bottommost layer that you can have. Sprites appear here, text box appears here, background appears here, basically. Right? So test to try to make the red flashing lights on the top layer regardless. It worked. So here we are. Right? So back up here, shows scientist N at right. It shows the scientist N, which is the neutral scientist, on the right side of the screen. It's pretty nice that you can just type at right and it just does it. You can also define some different ones that I think... Is it in here? It's not in here, is it? It's probably in here. No, it's not in here, I don't think. Config music. No, it's definitely in here then. There's 100%. Right margin. I don't know where it is. It's in here somewhere. But you can basically, you can write custom positions, right? So you'll see me use one down here. All this other stuff is just dialogue. Hang on, I gotta cough again. Oh, thank you, Simply Fish. I appreciate that. I'm doing my best. I've written things that are more complicated than this, right? The other visual novel that I was working on before I became a VTuber, it had like a full day-night cycle with actual in-game time, and everything that you did, every choice that you made in the game, including like travel time, had like a time allotment. So for example, brushing your teeth would take 10 minutes, riding the bus to work would take 30 minutes, looking for your keys would take 15 minutes, you know what I mean? It had kind of like a Majora's Mask thing going on. But I haven't touched the code for that since like last year because I've been doing VTuber stuff. So here we're just kind of trying to abide by the KISS principle. We're trying to keep it simple, stupid, so that we can make something nice, and put a lot of nice art in it, basically. Okay, so we got a bunch of dialogue. Then it shows the scientist at right, with the scared, right? This is his neutral. And then it shows him scared and he goes, wait, and then blah blah blah. Show flash on top layer, right? So the background starts flashing red now. And then there's some more dialogue. It shows Anzu on the other side. Some more dialogue. It shows scientists. I think he automatically appears where he is in this particular instance. Because yeah, I didn't write at left or at right. Actually, I can take that out of there. It doesn't need to be there. So he gets shown again where he is, and the screen shakes. This H punch here is a horizontal quote-unquote punch, which will shake the screen. There's also V punch, which will shake the screen up and down instead of left to right. Then I increase the size and put italics and bold for the boom sound effect. Then I show the scientist at mid-right, which is what I was talking about before. Like, this is a defined spot that I put him at. Show the soldier at the right. So basically the scientist gets shoved over by the soldier. He starts yelling, then the scientist comes over to my side, and then the screen shakes again. Then I'm like, hey, you leave him alone. And then the second soldier comes in. Alright, so show soldier 2, NT, which is I don't know why it's NT. I think I just made it NT for neutral because I wanted it to be easily visibly different from soldier N, right? So soldier 2 gets in there. Then I hide everybody, right? I hide everybody for the menu, but I also hide everybody because after whatever it is that you choose, there's this section of code here that does the sound effects section, and I wanted it to kind of be like a like an old-timey cartoon where you don't really actually like see anything that's going on. There's no like animation or like movement of the characters on screen. It just like does the sound effects and it's like implied that there's fighting, right? So that happens. Then I show Anzu again and I show the scientist and he's like, wow. And some dialogue plays. I'll skip past it because you guys didn't pick that option. So depending on what you choose, right? There are these jump labels at the end, right? So if you I think STL is short for save their lives. So if you chose the save their lives option, it would jump to label STL, lab STL, sorry. And then it would play through this sequence. And then at the end of that sequence, it would jump to lab end. This is label lab end, right? So basically what it does is, if I can, hang on, let me see if I can create new. Prepare for a jump scare. Chat. Because it's going to be very white. Okay, here we go. Boop. Okay. Let me explain real quick. So basically what happens, my kid was in here playing on this, so it's all wonky. So I've got this here, which is like our normal text that happens, and then it goes into a choice, A or B. Right? If I choose B, it goes over here. If I choose A, it goes over here. And it will jump to its own version of whatever the next text thing is. The label, quote unquote. And then at the end of the label, I got to tell it where to go. Right? Because if this is in the code like this, if I don't tell it, right? If this is the first bit, and then this is A, and then this is B. Right? Say I choose A here. We go to A. If I don't tell it where to go next, it will automatically go to B. And that's not what we want, because we don't want us to choose to kill them and then go through the sequence of killing them and then go through the sequence of saving them right after, right? Because that doesn't make any sense. So basically what you want to do is go, okay, well, we did A. Oh my god, what is happening with this thing? Here we go. Okay, so we chose A. So we wanted to skip B entirely and go to the next one, right? Which we'll call C. Right? So that's how that works. So at the end of B, we jump to lab end. This is lab end. I've redone this in here just to make sure that it's getting done in here, I think. I don't think I need to set the scene. Can probably leave that out. I hate when I try to kill someone and then I save them. Happens all the time. I know, right? Ugh, it's so annoying. So yeah, then it plays through a bunch of dialogue again. Then I hide Anzu. There should be probably... I want to put like a nothing in there. There's like a pause after she leaves, and then he's like, goodbye. You know? Because she leaves without saying goodbye. She just got out of a tube. She's out. She's outie. Alright? So, no matter what, this plays. Right? So, if you save them, it jumps to lab end. If you kill them, it jumps to lab end. It always plays through lab end. So, I don't mind. I'm not saying down here to go to hallway time because I don't need to. It will just automatically go to hallway time. Like this. Story P1, choice A. Story A or B. Story P2. Kinda, yeah. Basically. So we get to hallway time. It loads in BG2, which is the other background, the hallway background. There's like a pause, then it shows Anzu at left. Anzu does a thing. We get a menu. If you spare them, something happens. Then it jumps to escape, which is down here. Right? If you bean, it plays bean and then also goes to escape. Right? There's something a little bit cool in here though, because here we have HWT B20, which is our bean. This is our bean option. HWT stands for hallway time because I have to set this up for every time that it occurs, because there's going to be 20 different options every time that it occurs. Not easy to visualize in chat. I know, right? Even trying to like, that's why I got the drawing pad out, because I was like, I don't know if I can actually explain this out loud. So if you choose a bean, it does HWT B20. What is that? Well, I'm so glad that you asked. I'm so glad that you asked. These are failed attempts, by the way. These are failed attempts, so I could probably get rid of those. So This is the code for the Bean20 dice roll, right? It does an init Python. It initiates Python. It uses the renpy random function and returns a random integer between 1 and 20. Wow. It uses a class. Wow. I'm a real programmer now. Wow. Initiate Python. You have to initiate snake mode, otherwise it won't work. Yeah, we're game deving now. How you doing? Sorry, I'm like, can you start from the beginning? You know what? We'll run through the game again, and you guys can choose different options this time. Yay, Python! Right, so we've got a class. It's called Bean20. Wow. Wow. This comes up later. We define init self args. I don't actually know what args stands for. I don't actually know what args stands for. Let me hang on. Give me a second. There we go. You said it seemed to favor option 4. Yes. Args is arguments. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Right? So we've got the self, statements, list, args. So the list is like this, I believe. This is the list. Okay? This, I feel like this should be up here. I don't know what this is. Get out of here. I don't need you. Actually, I should save this as well because we made a little edit. So basically what this does is that it goes, okay, I'm thinking of a random number between 1 and 20. Right? It's not 1 and 20. At the moment, it's 1 and 4. But it will have 20 options in there, and then it will be 1 and 20, right? So it returns renpy random choice. It basically, it'll give you a random thing in the list. Okay, define hallway time B20, which is the Bean20 class with these options. Does that make sense? Please tell me that makes sense, chat. Have you tested it to see if it actually is at random? Yes, I have. It is. The one thing that it does do that I'm not sure if I want it to do though, is that once it makes a choice, you have to restart the game for it to make a different choice. Right? So if I played through the game right now and we got let's say option 2, if I was to hit back in the visual novel to like rewind time a little bit, when I went back and made the bean choice again, it would still give me option 2 every time. So I don't know if I wanted to do that or if that actually, because like it kind of makes sense, but it's also kind of a pain in the butt. You're doing amazing. Take my validation. Ah, thank you. Thank you. When I was in university, my game design class was actually partnered with the programming class next door. And for our end of second year, we got to make a game together with the programmers. So my pseudo programming teacher would have been very proud. That would be good for the final product so there's no scumming it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I think there's gonna be times that I want people to be able to scum it though. You know what I mean? Because the thing with visual novels is that it's kind of a pain in the ass. If you play through a visual novel and get like 3/4 of the way through, or if like you finish the visual novel, right? You don't want to have to actually play through the whole visual novel again to experience different paths. You want to like be able to skip to where the choice is that you branched off from. Does that make sense? And I feel like if the beans don't re-roll, it's going to be kind of hard to do that in code.
You just use the back button, or if you use... I haven't tried the save load system. Actually, we can do that right now. We can test it. We can test it. Okay. I could hit skip, but I don't know where it will take us. I think it... Okay. It takes us up to where we should be. Skip. Skip. Choose a bean. Option 1. Okay, so if I hit back... If I hit back again, right? Choose a bean. Option 1. Now, if we go and save here... Okay. And then quit. And then load. Wait, hang on. Maybe I did that wrong. So it still gave us option 1 there. So if I save here. I'm always quitting out to menu because I want to make sure that it's actually loading it and not just pretending to load it. Oh, it gives us option 2 the second time. Okay, so you can save scum it. Ah, okay, okay. That's good actually. That's better. That's better. Maybe I can like hard code in a quick save there or something like beforehand, so that if you want to, you can go back. There's from what I have seen with Ren'Py stuff, saving and loading is like a whole can of beans. Try loading without closing the game. Okay, hang on. Load. Yes. Option 4. Load. Yes. Option 3. Yeah, it works. You can save scum it, it's fine. You may be able to reset the variable so that if you go back, the game can check if the variable has been reset and rerun the code. Yes. Yes, that's one of the things I was gonna say. So there's like a whole bunch of stuff that you can do with basically like at this point, like make this. Well, I don't think it has to be just like a yes or no, right? Like I think you can have like a bunch of checks, right? So like at this point, if you've done choice A, choice C, choice B, and then choice A again, you can basically like set markers at each one of those and then have stuff to do with that as well. Hi, Reynolds. Sorry, I'm dying. Hi, welcome in, Raiders. How are you? How are you? God, I'm dying. Hang on. Usually I am much more animated. Usually I'm much more animated. I was sick. Now I'm not sick anymore, but my voice still hasn't recovered. I'm mostly fine. We rated her and she died. We're basically Vikings. That is how it works. That is how it works. Let me bring the raid screen up. If you're new here, hello, my name is Anzu. I do art things. I also do video game things. Today we're doing coding things. Wow, we're making a video game. We love to see it. We love to see it. Thank you so much, Reynold. How was your stream? What were you doing? Tell me your secrets. Voices of the Void? What is that? Tell me all about it. Also, ow, oh man, I just broke a nail. Oh man. What a girly thing to say. I just broke a nail. Boo. We're just talking about code things, Reynolds. You do code things, don't ya? Don't ya? We're just talking about save systems. It's a game about watching over an aging satellite array. That doesn't sound spooky. You know what? If we ever go to space for real, I don't know if I'd want to go after tonight. We were playing Alien Isolation earlier. I don't know if I'd want to go to space. Seems like it kind of sucks up there. There's nothing spooky about it at all whatsoever. Somehow I don't believe you.
Somehow I don't believe you about a game called, what was it? Voices of the Void? Whispers of the Void? Yeah, Voices of the Void. Voices in the Void? You're kidding. Gotta take pizza out of the oven? Get that pizza. Get it. I gotta finish my toast, actually. Coding is very dangerous for the nails, it seems. I guess. I don't have, like, fake nails or anything. Yes, this is the Anzu game. If we go to space, we definitely won't be dominated by freakish mega corporations. Yeah. You seen Alien Romulus? Your shore leave has been denied. For the 17th time. 10 out of 10 experience, would recommend. You got fake nails? I kind of want to go and get fake nails, but I know so little about it. I feel like I would have to bring a friend who knows what to ask for and what would suit me. You know what I mean? Because I have no idea. I've never had it done before in my life. In space, I can never receive Doggo Burger order. No! One of the girls at work has huge fake nails and I have no idea how she types. I know! Some of them are really, like long and pointy. My nails are just long enough so that if I hold my hands up, like palms out, you can kind of just see the nails poking over the top of my fingers. That's how long my nails are. Sometimes they're shorter. But they get in the way. Like, I don't understand. She goes, taka, 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 taka. I had to go to the bathroom. Good question. I wouldn't know. With great difficulty and skill. Alright, so... The perfect line. Couldn't be better. Okay, so... Yeah, that's the bean system, if I close this down. That's the bean system. It picks a random thing from the list. And we can have as many things in here as we want. I was just gonna make it 20. And what these are gonna be... So... Every time we have to do a bean choice, I'm gonna have to make a new block of things. This is hallway time bean, right? So it's hallway time bean 20. If we were gonna do another one, it would have a different abbreviation and then be 20 again. And all of these options are going to be different beans that I pull out of the bean pouch, right? And each bean is going to have its own thing that happens. Now, let me switch back over to the art scene real quick. Just don't mind that. That's perfectly normal. So there's gonna be like 20 options, right? But what am I doing? Right in 10. 50% of them are gonna be good and 50% of them are gonna be bad, right? So you choose your bean option. And then it will either do good or bad, right? All 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All 10 good options, and we'll go to. We'll have it like a short description, right? But we'll have the same outcome. And all the bad options will have a different description, but will have the same outcome as well. Forgive my scribbles. I can't be bothered doing good handwriting. Oh, thank you for shouting Reynolds out. The falling little guy. Yeah, that's Vasani's mascot. I don't know. I forget the context. But he's stuck in there now. He just lives there. So, for example, right? We have a bean choice. Bean choice. the choice is, well, sorry, not the choice, but the situation is we are getting past a bouncer at a we're getting past the bouncer at a what do you call it? What do you call it when this should be down here? Like at a concert. Right? A bouncer at the club? Yeah. Yes. No. Right? So we do a bean choice to get past the bouncer at a club. If we pull a good bean, the situation might be the eating the bean gives us gives us plus charisma. We suddenly become very charismatic. Okay? And the bouncer lets us in. Okay? It could be anything. It could be that our right hand suddenly quadruples in size and we punch him and he dies. And then we get in, right? That's also an option. It could be that we eat the bean and suddenly become the most attractive person on earth. And he's like, wow, and lets us in. It could be that we eat the bean and he explodes. And we get in that way, right? So the outcome is the only real important part of what is happening here. We get the good roll, we get the good outcome. This part here is inconsequential. It's literally just a descriptor, right? When was the last time I went to a club? Like 2014? Maybe. It was a while ago. 100 charisma. 100 charisma. Becomes the most beautiful person in the world and joins a dog show to show off. I don't know if they would. Well, I mean, maybe they would. Maybe they would let you in. Right? And it's the same for the bad choice, right? So the bad choice, maybe we eat the bean. And we explode. Maybe we eat the bean and we suddenly get 40% taller, but only from the ankles, so it makes us look really super weird and freaky, and it freaks out the bouncer so much that he doesn't let us in. Maybe we fight the bouncer and lose. Maybe we the bean gives us the ability to well, maybe the bean gives us negative charisma. Right? That's sort of a decade, basically. Technically, I feel like bad end is that Anzu loses her mind and goes to the dog show. Oh my god. Anzu eats a bad bean and her knees start bending the other way around. Exactly. Something like that happens. And the outcome is that the bouncer doesn't let us in. Right? It's exactly the same thing. We get the bad bean. This is the outcome. This is just the descriptor. Okay? So with that said, these descriptors, if we go over here, that's what these are. These are just the descriptors. And then once we get that, I'm gonna have to mark somehow. I'm gonna have to mark half of them with a a +1 to positive. Yeah, I guess so. Mark half of them with a +1 to positive, mark half of them with a +1 to negative, so that when you get out the other side here, right here, it will say, for example, like if the marker is +1 positive, then jump to the bean. If it's negative, then jump to whatever, right? So yeah, there's only really 2 results, but the fun part is finding out how we get there. Are there gonna be any visual links with the descriptions? At this point, probably not. Just because I'm trying to keep assets low. Once we finish the game and I can better like reassess what art needs to be done, or if like what timeline we're on, then we'll be able to add stuff like that. But for now, I'm just trying to keep it like super basic, only get like the bare minimum of what we need, right? Could have the class return a boolean, true for good, false for bad. Perfect, actually. That would work. Hang on, let me make a little note. Boolean for true, false, for good or bad bean. Hang on. Boolean in the class. Yeah. You'll have to forgive me, it's 12:20 in the AM. I'm not going to do any coding today. But you are absolutely correct, and that is probably how I will go about doing it. Wow. Ads? No stinky ads. Boo. Boo, stinky ads. Boo. Mother to encode it's above. Oh my god. Yeah, closed captions and I have a strained relationship. I don't think that it quite understands my accent. I've seen it type some incredible things. It really doesn't like raspy Anzu, that's true. It really doesn't. Yeah. Well, in its defense, it's hard to pick up on it in real time. You can turn it off. You can turn off the closed captions. There's like a little button that you can press. So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing, what I've done. The next step is to start a new script, I think, for the next section of game, which is going to be choosing which part of town you go to. In the beginning, we're just gonna do like the canon part of town though, where you go down to like the Akihabara type situation. By the way, if you hear squeaking, yes, I am wearing my Crocs, and yes, I am wiggling my feet around, and it does make a squeaking noise. Say prophecies? Prophecies. Yo, Pokemon Crocs. I know! Oh my god. I actually love them. I thought I was gonna hate them. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna order these and I'm never gonna wear them, but I actually love them. They're like crazy light. It feels like you're not wearing shoes at all, except that like your feet don't feel so bad for walking around on hard floors. It's actually crazy. I did not expect them to go this hard, but they do go incredibly hard. So yeah, the next step is probably to start on the next like quote unquote level. What else? Probably migrating a bunch of this stuff up here. Bunch of this stuff into the base script. I don't know if we need that return.
I don't remember actually. I don't remember if I need to put the other labels in here or just have them jump directly to it. Seems fine. Seems fine. What else? I'm gonna have to edit the text boxes and stuff, but I think honestly that I'm gonna wait to do that until a bit later, because the messing around with the settings and stuff is kind of a long process. I did that for my other game and it took me ages. It took me forever. So I'm probably just gonna leave that. I should make notes about these labels, probably. That's the other thing. And then, hang on, if I go back to not here, not there. Nope, I don't know where I put it. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say if I bring up the game design document thing that we wrote up, I think that there's a little bit more on the storyboard that we could do for next time. That's the plan anyway. So, with that being said, let me go and have a quick look. See who is on, see who is doing what. See who is doing what. Let us see. Oh, Shemai is playing some Halloween games. Citrus is doing some art. Spelly's doing some horror animation challenge. Ooh. Ooh, Spelly's doing merp art. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go visit Spelly. I never get to visit Spelly. And I love Spelly. Spelly is so sweet. Could you show the beans code again? Of course. Of course. Yes, thank you so much. And thank you for funding the background for that game. I think we're gonna get the lab done. I think that's the one we're gonna start with. Yeah. I still have to come up with a title screen. Maybe I should maybe I should run a competition with you guys. Whoever can make me the best MS Paint title screen layout wins a $20 Steam gift card or something. I don't know. I think that might be fun. I think that might be fun. But yeah, if you want to talk about more code stuff, feel free to head on over to the Discord. I'm gonna Discord in the chat. There you go. Head on over to the Discord. I pretty much respond to almost every single message in there. If I don't respond to a message, it's probably because I either didn't see it or I'm away from the PC. Let me set this up real quick. We're gonna do raid 1 for this subbed, if it will allow me. And raid 2 for the unsubbed. Very good, very good. And with that, let me zoom in a little bit. Let me zoom in a little bit. Hi chat. Hello. Yeah, no worries, absolutely. I have done Booleans before. I probably need to Google though. So yeah, if you want to, feel free. Oh no, she's big now. Oh no, I'm big now. I'm a big girl. I've got my big girl pants on. Oh no. I'm dying. Don't make me laugh, it hurts. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Happy Halloween. I hope all of you got some good Halloween candy, or if you're waiting for them to go on sale, I hope that you pick up some good deals.
Some good deals. And yeah. Yeah, no worries, Team Tower. I am perfectly down to rewrite anything and everything to brute force it and make it work. That is my style of video gaming and also my style of programming. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. You're welcome, Advent. You're welcome. As always, guys, you are literally helping my dreams to come true just by being here. I can't wait for you guys to see what Spelly is cooking up, because she is cooking up. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. It looks real nice. It do. So once again, thank you. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Maybe for some more code stuff. Maybe for some more code stuff when I'm a bit more awake. when my voice is back, maybe. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Yeah, you guys have a wonderful night too, okay? I'm gonna head over to the stream ending screen, and I will see you on the other side with Spelly. Good night.